What is going on, everybody? I'm Pixel Enemy, Almost Evil 33 here, and today I have another Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you guys. Today I'll be playing some Armored Kill, so that's the background footage you'll be seeing. I know it's on console, but I kept it as exciting as possible. You'll see a nice Amtrak clip here at the beginning, where I went on a nice little kill streak with my friend, and the second clip that you'll be seeing is from an AC-130, so I kept everything as entertaining as possible, so enjoy the background footage. Now, the topic that I'm here to talk about today is strengths and weaknesses of players on the battlefield. And this kind of extends into more than just Battlefield 3, but for now we're going to keep it concentrated on Battlefield 3 and maybe push it a little bit into Battlefield 4 because, you know, we're all preparing for that game. I think it looks phenomenal. I hope it's going to be phenomenal. But that's another topic for another day. So basically, I am going to just kind of explain why it's important to kind of realize your strengths and weaknesses. It's pretty far into Battlefield 3's lifespan at this point, so a lot of people already know what they're good at, what they're not good at, what their favorite thing to do is. You know, are you a vehicle heavy person, or are you an infantry heavy person? A lot of people already kind of know that about themselves, but it's never too late to kind of realize that you might not be as effective with a certain setup as you would like to be, or maybe, you know, you're not as good in the vehicles as you would like to be. So that's cool because then we could kind of hone in on the skills we want to improve and improve them before Battlefield 4 comes out. So, I mean, essentially every player has their own strengths and weaknesses. Now, no matter how good of a player you think somebody is, they have a weakness somewhere. And no matter how good of a player you think you are, you know that you have a weakness somewhere. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Otherwise, you would have a flawless KD and you would win every single game that you play. And that's just not the case. Everybody has areas that they need to work on or that they would like to improve in some way, and the best player will have a weakness somewhere, and the worst player that you'll ever see will have a strength somewhere. And I think it's just important for us to kind of realize these things because they really make up who we are as players. And like I said before, I know that we already kind of realize it, or we think we realize it, but I feel like there's always a lot to learn in Battlefield 3 about yourself as a soldier and just about the game in general. I mean, there's a lot to learn. Like, for example, I didn't know until this gameplay, actually, that there was an LMG on the Amtrak's main gun. I really had no idea. I mean, the reason for that, just because I don't really drive the Amtrak that much. I'm not in it that often. But I never knew that. So there's just a little quick example right there. Like, call me stupid or whatever, but I had no idea. I really didn't, and that makes it really effective. And I already like the Amtrak as it is, but that makes it even better. So there's just an example of stuff we all might need to learn. So you just kind of realize that you're not the perfect player. Nobody's the perfect player. I mean, you guys might be a heck of a lot better than me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I know some of you are phenomenal. I've played with some of you guys, and I've noticed specifically in my subscriber and fan base on my personal channel that they seem to be more infantry-focused kind of players rather than vehicle-oriented players. And I think the reason for that is because my channel was originally started off Medal of Honor, which is an infantry-focused game, and now that I'm kind of doing Battlefield, I do have a mix. I have plenty of people who really enjoy vehicles and like working with them. But I feel like there's just a lot of players who only play, you know, the Grand Bazaars and Operation Metro. They don't really venture into Caspian Border or Operation Firestorm or any of those big maps all that much. And that's fine. There are plenty of players that are out there like that on all three platforms, and that's cool. I mean, I like all the maps. I like all the game modes. I like vehicles a lot. I've just been learning how to use so many more of them lately. I used to be only infantry oriented, and that's it. I never would really venture into the vehicles, but the vehicles are just such a big part of Battlefield 3 that I didn't realize for a while. And I think they put a lot of time and effort into making them the coolest that they could be, and I really like using them. I've just been enjoying the hell out of them lately. And that's why I kind of like the mixture of the infantry close quarters combat and the vehicle combat. So basically, back to the strengths and weaknesses. These kind of strengths and weaknesses could be very broad, or they could be kind of really highly detailed. And my strengths personally, I'll talk about first, is close quarters combat and playing the objective. I love doing all that. I feel like that's where I'm at my strongest. And I'm really good in certain vehicles. I mean, the AC-130 doesn't really count, but I feel like I'm a pretty good tank driver, and I'm a really good chopper gunner. So certain areas, I feel like I'm really effective. And my weaknesses, I would have to go with piloting. I'm not a bad pilot, I'm actually a pretty decent jet pilot, but as a chopper pilot, not my best skill. I need to work on that. And that pretty much covers it for me. Oh, one more thing. I seem to be completely ineffective with battle rifles. I don't know what it is about them, but like the semi-automatic sniper rifles, I just can't use them. And it's not only Battlefield 3, it's a lot of games. I'm just not effective with them. I'm not exactly sure why or what it has to do with, but that's just me. I don't really know. I can't really even explain it. It's just how it is, I guess. I think it's just because I can't find the right balance of range with it. I'm not very good with them at close range at all, and I'm not good with them at long range either. I just don't have that effectiveness with them that other people do. Some people love semi-automatic sniper rifles. Some people think they might be overpowered. I don't know. But I'm just terrible with them in almost every game that I've played. At least first-person shooter, of course. So, those are basically my strengths and weaknesses. And I want you guys to comment down below with your strengths and weaknesses, and just kind of talk about maybe it's a certain setup that you just can't get kills with. Maybe you're terrible with shotguns. Maybe you're terrible with sniper rifles. Maybe you're terrible with the vehicles in Battlefield 3. Or just a really bad jet pilot or a really bad chopper pilot. Maybe you can only play infantry-oriented maps. Maybe you can't hip fire at all for some strange reason. Maybe you, I don't know, it's just hard to kind of come up with ideas. Maybe you just haven't unlocked anything for the jets and you just don't even know if you'd be a good pilot, but you're just assuming that you wouldn't be. But when it comes to something like that, just give it a shot, because the vehicles are in the game for a reason. Everything is in the game for a reason, and I really suggest you try it before just moving on to Battlefield 4. See what this game has to offer. So that pretty much does it for this commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot. And other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Come over and check out my personal channel if you did enjoy. There's a link on your screen and in the description, so come over and subscribe to me. I'd love to have you over there, and I have videos similar to this one. And I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you drop a comment down below with your strengths and weaknesses in Battlefield 3 or first-person shooter games in general. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.